Welcome to the boating adventure. Very good morning to you. It is Tuesday the 13th of May 2025 and it's just gone 8 o'clock and I'm currently moored up between bridges 45 and 46 on the Ashby Canal. It's an excellent spot this for lots of reasons. You can get a very good Wi-Fi signal, which is brilliant. It's very quiet apart from a few sheep. Hardly anybody passes the boat either on foot or on the water. And in this glorious sunshine, it's certainly the place to be. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take the Swamp Duck right to the end of the Ashby Canal and try and use my new cameras and produce some footage. I've practiced this once before and I've since adjusted the cameras. I have a small camera there and I bought a new bracket so it lifts it up a little bit more so you get less footage of the top of the boat. And then I've also got a camera there on the bow of the boat pointing backwards so we can see where we've been rather than where we're going. Gives that back shot. So I've got that one on the top, and then this camcorder that I'm using at the moment. So I've also got this camera here, so that gives us a shot of where we're going, and I've tried to raise it up a little bit more so that I'm getting less of the top of the boat. Now this camera and the one on the roof are connected and they all feed into the same SD card and they are both infrared. So when I did this rehearsal a few weeks ago and went through the Snareston tunnel, it was like going through in daylight. So I'm hoping I can recapture that again today. I've also got my FinePix camera with me so I can take some really good still shots and add that to the video. So with all these cameras and brilliant sunshine, I hope this is going to work out and produce a much improved video. Okay, so I set off at about 9:20. I needed to make a phone call before I could move because somebody tried to ring me yesterday and the connection was such rubbish that I said I would ring them tomorrow where I could find a better signal. So I'm just moving the boat up towards the village of Shackiston and then I'll put all the cameras on at Shackiston. Okay, so I moored up briefly at the first piece of Arncote outside of the village of Shackiston. So it's about 3/4 of an hour to half an hour to get to the end of the Ashby Canal. So I've set all of the cameras are running. hopefully this will be more or less real time. We're just coming up to Bridge 56 and this is called Thames Bridge. The approach to the Snareston Tunnel I think is very pretty indeed. You've got some excellent views of the countryside roundabout, and you also have some wooded areas. It's very, very nice. It's also quite reedy in places, and we're down to a very small gap here to get through. This is Gopsall Hall Wood, and there is an unproven story that in 1741 George Frederick Handel stayed at Gopsall Hall and composed his masterpiece The Messiah in a temple in the grounds. Two people just walking down the towpath, and I think these are the first two people I've seen today. It's so quiet. Cheers. do start to see one or two people on this next stretch between 58 and 57, because at 58 there is a car park and picnic benches and that kind of thing. So this is bridge 57. So coming up on the port side is Gopsall Wharf, and in front of us Gopsall Wharf Bridge number 58. Gopsall Wharf was used to unload coal from lorries onto narrowboats, a trade which lasted up until the 1980s. I seem to have picked up a passenger, a bee. It won't go away. You're going to be a long way away from home if you don't get out.
Many things were said, I know I can't undo.
This next bridge is Bridge 59, Haas Bridge, and it's on quite a tight bend, so you need to take quite a wide sweep at it, otherwise you can't see what's coming. So I'm going to go over towards the port side of the canal because I want to see what's coming through that bridge before it's too late. It's okay? Yeah, no problem. So this is Bridge 59. Bridge 59A isn't there anymore. It was an old railway bridge, crossed over the canal. That's long gone. And shortly after that we come up to the Snareston visitor moorings. So if you can't get moored at the top end of the canal at the wharf, then you can come back through the tunnel, and you usually find plenty of moorings on this spot here. And we can see the southern portal of the tunnel. You can see right through this tunnel, but not until you get very close to it. checking lights. Just checking that my lights are on. So just coming up to the portal. So if we go closer to the starboard, we start to see the other end of the tunnel and whether there's anything coming. So I'm just going to take it steady at this point. We don't want to meet anything. You can now see through the tunnel. There's nothing coming through at the moment, so I think we can go. Okay, so this tunnel is mine. I'm claiming it for the next few minutes. Okay, so that's the Snareston tunnel done. Now we've got 2 more bridges and then we're at the wharf. So we're coming up to bridge 60, and then at 61 the towpath changes sides. It's a turnover bridge. So this is bridge 60. Okay, so we're not far off the Snareston Wharf now. There are some CRT facilities there. There is a water point, and there's a toilet and an Elsan disposal. And also you can get rid of your rubbish there in a CRT skip. And there is a little shop there which belongs to the Ashby Canal Association, and they do sell drinks and ice creams, and then they've got sort of memorabilia and sort of second-hand goods on sale. The very last part that is in water is private waters, and you have to get permission from the Ashby Canal Association to do that bit. And there is a stop lock type of thing with a swing bridge that has to be moved out of the way. The winding hole right at the end is very short, and if you've got a boat over 50 foot, then you will struggle to turn. Quite a big space this, so I might be able to get around in a wunner. Are the benefits of a small boat. Done it. Okay, so I'm going to pull up here and I'm going to check the footage, see what we've got. Yeah. Okay, so it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've had time to look through the footage and upload it onto the laptop. I've kept it on the cards just in case. Sometimes these files can go astray. So I've left them all in there. It can be okay there, but it can get quite busy, and there literally was 2 foot between me and the narrowboat that arrived after I'd moored up. So I don't really want to be that close to folk. So I'm going to make my way back down the Ashby Canal and find somewhere nice to moor up, and then I can sit and make the video. So I hope by the time you're watching this I've already made it and that you've enjoyed it. So thank you very much for all your support, and as always, do